Hey everybody! Well, welcome to this 104th episode of Dooglass Esperanza's Adventures, which makes it our 2-year anniversary. We have been making videos for the past 2 years, every single week, 104 videos.
Well, you have been making them.
So we are really excited. We made it all the way to our 2-year anniversary, and now we're ready to sell. We're done. We're Dooglass and Esperanza, and we decided to leave our lives in the U.S., sell almost everything we own, and move to Baja, California, sir, where we decided to start a resort in the magical town of Loreto, Mexico. Please come with us to follow our journey and live before you die. You thought we were going to sell our property and move back to the U.S., didn't you? We aren't. We are selling our trailer now that we've finished the hidden bungalow and we have moved in. So now let me give you a tour of the trailer since we're putting it up for sale. Maybe one of you guys wants it. Maybe somebody wants to come down here. Now this is a Grand Design Transcend Xplor 240. That's a lot of words, but basically it's Grand Design's kind of heavy duty trailer. That's one reason we got it, is because it's their line that's supposed to be more that you can take it, you know, if you wanted to go boondocking out on some dirt roads, and it's going to hold up better. And we didn't take it on a bunch of roads or do any boondocking with it ever. We actually bought this thing in El Centro, California, and it went from El Centro over to Ensenada. We lived in it in Ensenada for a month, and then we went to San Felipe and then down here. So this thing literally only has about 600-700 miles on it ever. And since it's been down here, it's basically moved around to like 2 different places in town. So it's in fantastic shape. It is in really good condition inside and out, and it hasn't been beaten up. It hasn't been driven around a lot. It's a little windy out here, so hopefully the wind noise is not so horrible you can't hear anything. Let's take a look at the trailer here. Okay, this is a Grand Design. Grand Design's one of the 2 highest end brands that they make in the US, Jayco and Grand Design. This is their kind of heavy duty trailer. This is a trailer double axle. I think it's, we'll look at it, I think it's 6,600 pounds, so you can tow it with a regular half-ton pickup. It's got a big awning here that we'll put out when we get inside. It's got the easy steps, and these are the ones that fold up inside the door. So you just fold them up when you go and then take them down. The nice thing is they're super sturdy. And on the outside, we'll take a look. It's got power out here, 110 outlets. It's got, this is a hookup for if you have an external antenna, which nobody really has anymore. It's got external speakers. As I said, the awning. It's got your standard 10-gallon hot water heater, and this is water fill for the tanks. It also has some LED lighting out here for the outside at night, and it's got a through compartment in the front. I think this still has a little bit of stuff in it. It does. And it's going to come with the weight distributing hitch, which you will need if you have a half-ton pickup for sure. And so this is this compartment goes all the way through the front to the other side. Of course, it's got the scissor jacks on it to do all your leveling. And then dual propane tanks. It's got dual batteries. We built a locking bracket that locks the battery so nobody can take off with them. And it's got the powered jack on the tongue, and it's got a light up here in case you're trying to do this at night time. This is the compartment here that I showed you on the other side. It goes all the way through under the bed. And we will be giving like a lot of this stuff, like these leveling blocks. We've got another set of leveling blocks in here. All of the stuff for the sewer, all the stuff for the water hookup, it'll all go with it because we don't really need it anymore. This is where your city water hooks up. So if you have regular water, this is where you can switch from city water to filling the tank with this water source here. This is your battery disconnect, all pretty standard. There's a power outlet out here. And again, the satellite and the cable, which, I mean, you might use if you went to a park that had cable, but I don't even know if anybody does that anymore with streaming and that. But so that's that. It's got one big slide out. You'll see that from the inside, but that comes out. All the seals are still really good, in really good shape. And then around here we have power going in. It's got the detachable power cord. We've got the water here for the tank sprayer, which will spray out your tank. And then your dumps for right here for black and gray water. Here you have the built-in furnace. It's actually under the sink. We have this taped off right now because the wasps love to make little nests in there. So we haven't used it anyway, so it's taped off. And then you got your standard ladder, got a spare tire. It's always been covered, so the spare tire is in perfect brand new shape. We installed a backup camera, and that's a wireless backup camera that will hook up to a screen that you will get with this that you can put in your truck. All right, let me show you up on top. All right, here we are on top, and you can see everything is sealed up well up here. There are no tears. There's no damage to anything. We've got the solar panel option, 165 watt solar panel, and you could add a second panel over here. It's got the adapter and it's got the charger for a second solar panel also. Now it has this wind guard. I believe this is like a HD TV antenna. We've never used it, but I suppose you could use it for over-the-air TV. And it's got the air conditioner here, which all works good. So everything up here is good, ready to go. As I said, no tears, no separation anywhere on any of the roof. So no leaks, no problems at all. This trailer is licensed in California. It is expired, and that's just because we never planned to take it back, so we weren't going to keep paying for registration in California. But we have the title in hand, and it has been registered in California previously. Another thing that we added was a digital keypad. So you can either go regular key locks, or you can do a digital combination to unlock it. Really handy, so you don't have to carry your keys around. You can unlock it with the digital code. I also added a latch to latch the door back. This does have the high tension spring or whatever they call it, where the door is really tight. It's supposed to keep it from slamming around in the wind. It does a pretty good job, except when the wind gets really strong, and then you need to have the latch on there to latch the door back. Now let me show you the awning. Again, the awning is in perfect shape. and it's the adjustable awning with the automatic rain dump on it. So it has the springs on the side where once it gets enough weight on it, it'll just go down and dump the water off the awning. It also helps when you have a windy day because the awning will bounce around a little bit in the wind and it won't really, pull on it. It also has the adjustable arms, so you can adjust the height of the awning by moving these arms if you want to tip one side of it down. And that also works with the automatic rain dump, that if it gets a lot of rain on here, it'll automatically dump it and then go back up. Let's take a look inside this bad boy. This is one thing that we really love. This is the little shoe nook they have here, and it's got a couple of little drawers, but this shoe nook was fantastic because then you just have a place to throw your shoes, maybe some other stuff when you come in. Really useful. And it's nice to have this landing pad to put your keys and all your junk when you come in the door, your purse, whatever. It's got the standard control center that you probably know, with the tank monitor that monitors the tanks. It's got the ceiling lights on here, the exterior lights, the water pump for when you're not hooked to city water. This is the water heater selector, so gas or electric turn on for the water heater. It's a dual fuel water heater. Awning in and out, and this is the slide out in and out. All right. Then on the other side of the door here, you've got a double closet with a hanging rod, and here's the screen for the backup camera we've got in here. I also have the mounting bracket for that. Another little cubby to stick your stuff. This is a good place for a purse because then it's kind of out of the way. So if you were somewhere where somebody like ran in the door to try to grab something quick, it's kind of hidden over there. You've got a couple of nice big drawers here by the opening. We put a hook here that we actually used to hang keys on for outside. So you can reach in here even with the stairs up and get these keys and use them. And then it's got your standard ABC fire extinguisher here. All right, we go either direction. So let's go this way. Now, underneath here, of course, you got the water heater in one half. The other half of this is the electrical panel. And I have installed both a DC, this is monitoring the batteries, and then this is an AC monitor that monitors all your AC information. And in Mexico, this is a good thing to have because you want to know what your voltage is doing. If it goes really low, you can blow things up. And if it goes really high, you can blow things up. So this tells you all that information. And then your standard breaker panel, all your DC breakers, your 12 volt breakers, and then all your AC breakers here. Okay, we have a skylight up here, and this is the kind of the kitchen area. And so let's start here. We have a Furrion compressor-based refrigerator, and we love this refrigerator. It is so deep compared to an ammonia refrigerator. It's super deep, and it stays cold and does not ice up any more than a normal refrigerator, like a compressor refrigerator you'd have in your house. So unlike the ammonia refrigerators that just build ice and build ice and build ice, and then you got to take everything out and defrost it to get the ice out, these things don't do that. And this refrigerator is sized so that you can run it off of the solar. And they say, and we have run it for several weeks off the solar, they say you can run it indefinitely off the solar, and it will run the lights and the little DC stuff. It will also be able to run this refrigerator with a 165 watt panel that we have up there. We have standard, this is like the standard 3-burner stove that's in just about every RV made. It has the oven in it. Again, this is a pretty darn standard. You got drawers all around the bottom drawer under the refrigerator. Got a big cubby, and see, these are huge, deep, because we're in the slide out here. So very deep cabinets. 2 cabinets up here, built-in microwave over the top. Everything's like brand new in here. And then you have the range hood. And there's a little window back here that has a Venetian blind on it, so you can pull a blind over it. Now, this part of the kitchen has a bunch of upper cabinets. These are, again, are super deep. They're in the corner. So tons of storage in these upper cabinets here. You got the lower bank of cabinets here. You have a nice big cabinet here, which we actually reinforced because we had some heavy stuff down in here. And you got storage under here. This is where the furnace is. You don't want to put anything in back of here because if you run the furnace, it will get hot enough to melt stuff. So we learned that the hard way. But if you're never going to use a furnace, you could use even back there for some extra storage. You got a little place here for like a spice rack or maybe some kitchen sponges or something. And in the bathroom. So this is the bathroom. Door, of course. And you got a nice big shower stall here. And we put in these hooks all on the back. So your swimsuits, anything that's wet, you can just hang it in here, go in the shower. It's your standard RV shower, hot and cold. It turns off at the head here. And it has the sliding shower door that actually works really well. And when you put it down, it's basically gone. So it doesn't take up any room in here. On the other side in here, we have the standard toilet. This is a porcelain toilet. It's a Dometic 310, pretty much standard toilet. Got cubbies all over here for stuff. And a little sink. We upgraded the faucet on the sink because the faucet that was there was not very great. Little medicine cabinet here. And storage underneath there. We got some happy camper all ready to go.
Brand new.
So we replaced the stock fan that was up here, which are pretty small fans, with this high flow fan, which I'll turn on right now because it's hot. These things are very quiet and they pull a ton of air out of here. And they're really nice. The screens come out so you can replace them. And it's a really nice feature to have in here. Let's take a look at the back side of the trailer. You got the standard Furrion AC here. When you open these, you get most of the flow out here in the middle, and then you close them, you get all flow out of all the vents. And there's one here, one in the bathroom, and those are adjustable too. There's 2 vents here that you can put right down on your seating area, and there's a vent in the bedroom. Okay, and there's also a thermostat here on the wall. It controls the AC and controls the fan and the heat. So this does everything. It also does dehumidify. Man, that's a tongue twister. It also does the dehumidifier function of the air conditioner. So here in the middle, we've got one more vent. This also has a little fan on it. The stock fan that comes with it. And then we get into the living room area. And so we have the recliner, what they call theater seating here. And this stuff is really nice. You can lay all the way back and just... And in here you've got some storage, cup holders, all that good stuff. Oh, on down here, there is a propane detector in here. And also smoke detectors in the main area and in the bedroom. And there are speakers in the ceiling right here in the center. Also in the main living area here, you've got a dinette, turns into a bed. It's got a little storage on each side, underneath. And you have on this side your radio entertainment center. You can hook Bluetooth up to it. You can put a USB stick in there, I think. It does AM, FM radio, all that stuff. You also have a TCL TV. It's got Roku built into it. And so you can stream everything to that. That's a smart TV. And then a little storage over here on this side. The cushions on the back of the dinette, these are reversible. And on the other side, they're a leather, the same as the seats. And everything is in perfect condition in here. There are no tears, no rips. There's only one defect that I can think of in here. And I'll show that to you right now. It's right here in the middle of the floor. There's a little tear in the vinyl that happened when we had something with a sharp rock like in the bottom of it, and it drug on here. This has never opened up anymore. This is how bad it was when it originally happened, which was right when we came down here, so it was a long time ago. But that is right there in the vinyl. That's the only defect in here. Other than that, everything is in perfect condition. There are a few holes where we mounted stuff, but other than that, there's no other any kind of major defects or anything. So you have a bedroom here that closes off. That's one thing we really wanted, is a bedroom that closed off, and we love it. In your bedroom here, we installed a Samsung TV here, and that is a smart TV, and it swivels around, and you can do watch TV on there. You've got your emergency exit right here, standard in the bedrooms, and then the bottom under here, that's that pass-through storage, but you've got nice big deep storage on both sides of the bed, a little bit of mirror that you really can't use on either side of the bed, but it's nice to have there. And then of course there's storage under the bed. You do have some covers for all of the top vents and skylights, so if you want to put those in, like you're in storage, or you want to try to get a little better energy efficiency, you can do that. Also in here is a shelf. I had forgot about this because we took this out, I think the first day we got this, because we were using this as hangings, but you can also use this as dun, 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 dun. You have a shelf in there, so you can either take this shelf out like we did, or you can leave the shelf in there. I'll just leave it in there now that I put it back in there. I forgot all about that. I saw that down there and I was like, wow, what is this thing? Anyways, so that's pretty set. We do have the stock queen mattress that comes with the trailer. It's pretty much, I call them a starter mattress. You might want to get something else, but it's good enough to start out. So even though we've lived in this trailer for about 1.5 years, we really took good care of it and babied it, and it didn't get driven anywhere. It's been in one place the whole time, and it is in really good shape. There's no problems with it. Like, other than that little tiny tear in the floor, there's nothing else wrong with it. All the systems work. Every light, every window, every electrical outlet, everything works on the trailer just like it did brand new. And we'll even show you.
And we had covers on the chairs the entire time, so they are in perfect condition. And we still have the factory foot guard.
Yes. And we have if you want to put the covers back on, we have a whole set of covers that fits on the chairs that go with the trailer.
They're underneath there.
Yeah, so, but basically they've never been sat on without covers on them. So they're in great shape. You always should check before you put your slide out, in or out, to make sure you aren't going to hit anything or like tear anything out that you put in. So, Okay, and I just wanted to mention, if you're unfamiliar with the sounds of an RV, the clicking sound that you heard, the dunk 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 sound, that's a standard sound when it comes in or out. When it hits the end of its motion, there's a clutch on there, and that clutch starts making that dunk 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 sound, and that lets you know that you're all the way in or you're all the way out. Okay. So now you are in travel mode, and you can still see you've still got a nice walkway here so you can get to everything in the trailer. On the way down here, we parked in some parking lots, some other things where you just like keep those slide outs in and you go. And you can actually, you can't put up the recliner bottoms if the slide out's all the way in, but you can still sit in the chairs, still watch TV. The refrigerator is still fully accessible. You could cook, and you can get to the bathroom. So it's totally usable when the slide out's in and you're in travel mode. If you're just going to stop for the quick night in the parking lot or something, and you want to put the slide out. So this has been a really good floor plan. We really love it. You're probably wondering, how much are we asking for this beautiful, beautiful trailer? First, I'll start by saying that we paid $42,000 for this. It is a 2022. We also purchased the leveling and anti-sway hitch, and I think that was a couple $1,000. Mm-hmm. And that comes with the trailer, also with all the upgrades that we put in there, like the TV and a lot of the little things like the power monitor, all that comes with it. We are asking $30,000, and that is in Loreto. Now, if we have to ship it somewhere else, we'd have to negotiate on that because we're not planning on driving it anywhere.
But we know there's so many people that want to come live here, or they're building here, and it's best to be on site when you're building. So that's what we did, and it worked out perfectly.
Yep. So if you're interested, I will leave an email right at the top of the description below where you can get a hold of us, and you can let us know that you're interested. And it's going to be, first come, first serve, of course. We can't hold it for anyone. But hopefully it'll go to a new good home and somebody else can get some good use out of it. So thanks everybody for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope one of you ends up with our trailer and get to use it for your adventures. So if you're going on adventures, you always have to remember to live before you die.